I'm Rhea Becky. I'm a science and math teacher. I have a Bachelor of Science degree in biochemistry and molecular biology from Marquette University and a master's in art of teaching from the University of Alaska Southeast. I have an Oregon teaching license with endorsements in biology and chemistry, but hope to have my advanced math endorsement by the end of the summer. As a child, I never really wanted to be a teacher because my mom was. But here I am, 14 years into teaching, and I love it. My students bring me great joy, and I love finding new ways to connect with them and help them connect with class content. Today I'm going to share with you how I arrived here for this job interview. I first thought about being a teacher when I was a naturalist hiking guide in Southeast Alaska. As a guide, I loved to share nature, something I was passionate about with other people. I loved interacting with the people and sharing the natural history of the area with them. Shortly after beginning this work, I returned to school to become a secondary science teacher. I studied at the University in Juneau, Alaska to get my teaching license and continued working as a guide in the summer months. The photo you see here is one I took on a hike near Mendenhall Glacier, which is near the university. My student teaching was at Juneau Douglas High School. I student taught regular and advanced biology and physical science classes. I decided to go more rural to start my career. Upon graduation, I moved to a small remote Inupiaq village called Kaktovik on the Arctic Ocean to teach middle school. I taught all subjects to my combined 7th and 8th grade class. It was quite an adventure being in an isolated place, and I had lots of time to focus on my teaching. After a few years of teaching middle school in different parts of Alaska, I went to Shiojiri, Japan, to teach English to elementary and middle school kids. I loved sharing my culture and language with these students, but in 2008 it was time for me to return to the United States. My first job in Oregon was at St. Luke's School in Woodburn, Oregon. I taught middle school science and some math. When I left St. Luke's, I worked multiple tutoring, substituting, and teaching jobs. It is during this time that I taught my first class at the community college. It was a pre-college chemistry class. I later progressed to teaching developmental math, college success, adult basic education, high school equivalency, and GED courses. I have been teaching developmental courses at the community college for 9 years now, and I love teaching more than ever. My students are very diverse in terms of abilities, ages, life experiences, English skills, race and ethnicity, sexual orientation, and gender. I have had the opportunity to team teach, design high school equivalency curriculum, contextualize curriculum, teach and design flipped online and hybrid classes, and really improve my teaching skills. I really enjoy using technology to enhance learning and the ability it gives me to tailor education to individual student needs. That is one of the reasons I am here applying for this job. I love teaching. I have spent most of my years teaching diverse populations of students. I find virtual and hybrid environments are excellent alternative formats for students, especially when traditional schooling doesn't work for them. So why would I leave my job at the college to return to K-12? Well, many of the students who come to the community college to get their high school diplomas have been out of school for quite some time and have very complicated lives with children, illness, jobs, etc. While I've seen success for many of my students, the overall retention rate and rates of students who move on to college from our program is very low. I feel that the impact I can have on and the chance for success are much greater for a middle school student or a high school student. I feel that working with this population, I can help some of these students end up having to have additional barriers to success in the future and become one of the students I've been teaching at the community college. Thank you.